Hello. Good evening. That's a little bit too much feedback. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the NASCAR Kellogg Truck Series. Quick turnaround from the Sunday Race 1 weekend to Thursday night action. At least in universe. So we're just going to ignore the fact. We're also going to ignore the fact that whoever Truck 5 is, I should know this by now. Whoever they are is trying to blow an engine, and that is Frank Sinatra, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Those drivers are heading to their automobiles here at a very different track from Heartland Park. No, you thought last weekend was hectic, which it wasn't at all. It was not at all. Because it was a road course, so it's not hectic. But no, this week is the UPS 250. I couldn't remember if it was 250 or 200. We're saying it's 250. And we're here to take you through your starting lineup here at the place. The last great Coliseum, they call it. They say it's like fighting fighter jets in a gymnasium. Which is kind of impossible. It's more of it's closer to throwing 38 ATVs into your backyard. Because this is the Bristol Motor Speedway. And we are here to take you through your starting lineup. Points are shaken up a bit going into this event of eventiness, with A.J. Jones holding on to a 35-point lead now over new second-place driver in points, Billy Preston. Lemmy Cooper 52 points back. But your starting lineup has Buddy Lazier, who is 5th in points, albeit 269 back. That's, I believe, just under 2 full races back. With 9 races to go, he's going to have to go on a charge here if he wants a championship. Especially starting outside our pole sitter, Weird Al Yankovic, who is running pretty good. He is top 15 in points. Then Tom Clancy and Gatlin Downey. Dwayne The Rock Johnson will line up next to new second in points. Billy Preston, but he's going to have to get to the inside early, as we're about to see. Because there's Miranda Cosgrove right behind him, along with Tommy Chong. And then in the 5th row on the outside is rookie or part-time driver Noah Kim. And on the inside is points leader and defending champion A.J. Jones. Lionel Richie's going to start next to Larry Hagan, who brings the regular scheme back once again. Then Jacob Rose, who also had a great result. He was like 3rd last weekend. Hagan was 4th. He's going to line up next to Daniel Bruhl. Peter Gabriel next to James Young. And then Meatloaf next to Peter Onjak, who had a halfway decent race for once, but I don't know if that'll hold up. Then Maurice White and Frank Sinatra rounds out the top 20. Maurice White still, as you can see, a much different font on the hood of that roof of the truck than on the sides. Get farther back. Taylor Goldsmith will line up next to the piano man himself, Billy Joel. Gosh, that Martin Freeman is going to line up next to Nicolas Cage. Then Jack Halleck lines up next to Lemmy Cooper. Steve Carell, Solid Snake, Tyler Ankrum in the Maze Hawaii / Modern Meat Company Toyota Tundra, last in points of all the full-time drivers. Oh yeah, Alex is the other part-time driver. And Shade Eves, who was runner-up last week after getting the pole. Hilda towards the back, surprisingly. Not surprisingly, Beniaco's had he's usually started in the back a bunch. Not necessarily finished there. All Might and Dan's just had a rough season, rough rookie campaign. Gilbert Gottfried, who had a terrible season last year but had one big consolation prize, and that was winning this exact race. We'll start next to Andre the Giant, rounding out a field a pair of Stellantis product drivers in Lin-Manuel Miranda and Wayne Brady. Now we send it down trackside for a PA driver, PA announcer to give the most famous words in all of motorsport. Well, it's I don't know if that's the super uninfused guy. I can't remember. So this is always interesting to see him try and just attempt to get onto the track here. They seem to have a very much a harder time with this. In the Cup Series. Our last few guys did it perfectly. Green pace car, truck, I should say, down pit road. Weird Al leads us to green here at Bristol. For the UPS 250. Clancy will take second. Buddy Lazier trying to get to the inside. There's AJ Jones nearly into the tank, slaps his way into Billy Preston. Billy Preston. Ooh, that's a really more close up than I'd want. Weird Al running away here already. Clancy, Lazier, yeah. Oh, look at this! Billy Preston has cleared the 9. Wow, Billy Preston really wants this championship. He's trying to get back to where he... I've used that joke a ton. Let's use something else. And Gatlin Downey having a good run. He is the highest... No, he's not the highest running Ford driver at the moment because Weird Al's still leading over Tom Clancy. And look at this. They're already the back of the field. Oh, already over a half a lap. Okay, not quite a half lap. It'll be really soon. Now it's half a lap. And it's only been 5 laps. Theoretically, at that rate, you're going to get lapped in 10 laps. But considering how far backed up the back is, no. But that is a 15.479 for Weird Al, as opposed to these drivers who are crossing the line to finish their 6 laps. Beniaco's at the back, a 17.2. Oh, you're already seeing them. These guys are still, because they're sorting out still. In a single file. Meanwhile, battle for second. Tom Clancy trying to hold off the Lazier of the Buddy variety. There's a few different varieties. There's the late Bob. He was there's Jacques, and then there's the young Flynn Lazier. Oh, Tyler Ankrum around. Oh no, Buddy Lazier's in it. Oh no. Oh no. Billy Preston was held up. He's going to lose several spots. He got stuck. He crosses the line in 23rd. Buddy, big championship implications. Not huge, but they're pretty big. Weird Al, your race leader. We are going to pause it because it is Bristol. And these things tend to happen so quickly. So we have Tyler Ankrum's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad season continues when he's turned by All Might with help from Alex Beniaco, and bam, the 46 just gets in there. You can see going into the corner, Preston was in 6th, Jones was in 8th, and you can see how that worked out Preston went low to avoid Ankrum, and got stuck behind Buddy Lazier as so many other drivers raced by, and will cross the line in 23rd as opposed to 5th place. I don't think we have an onboard for Ankrum. We do, actually, surprisingly. So here we go. Let's see, contact there with All Might. Send up a little bit of bump there from Beniaco and just wait. Bam! Blammo at the end there. Tommy Chong. Second in points, Billy Preston. He doesn't get any damage. Physical damage, but championship input. Oh my gosh. We're going to look at that again. Look at that. Because Ankrum is spinning, but look at this. Preston comes screaming by, still going around 60 mile an hour. Downshift in the third, in the second. Oh, interesting. So now we're on board with Buddy Lazier, as you can see. Just sees the accident happen. Actually, right in front of Weird Al, you can see. And I tried. Last on board from now is from the race leader and pole sitter Weird Al Yankovic, who just watched the whole thing unfold, and bam, here you can see it as he comes back to the caution flat. Beniaco trapped a lap down. Billy Preston comes down for a splash of gasoline. Might as well at this point. I'm surprised he didn't bolt on tires, but, you know, they've only gone about 2 miles. So this is very interesting strategy from the 16. They had Martin Freeman down. Buddy Lazier is out of the race. So is Ankrum. And apparently as the lack of fuel. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. So down to 30. Is down to 30, yeah, 35th. A lap off pace will be Tommy Chong. Along Alex Beniaco. Oh, he's going to be 36th, actually, because he'll be behind Beniaco. And now the other thing to keep in mind, we got longer caution periods. There are about five laps here at Bristol because of the circumstances of Bristol. It's a smaller track. Pit road's really small. These laps are short. Even under caution periods, you're pacing in 45 seconds, which is quicker than these guys would get around Daytona. That's a frame of reference. And these guys are only pacing at 40 miles an hour. But now the pace truck lights should go off. Yes. After a 5-lap caution period, that's how long these guys are here. A little bit longer than usual. Usually we have around 4-lap caution periods, but we're going 5 laps. Now, around near the press box area, we have this camera angle, a very wide panning. Was that Avis I saw? That's going to be a sponsor to remember for the future. And anyways, we're going to go back green. 34 trucks on the lead lap. We'll see how everybody filters through the lappers. Lap from green. Weird Al. Chong a little slow. AJ Jones did lose a position on a start as Larry Hagan looking for top. Oh, another car in the pit road. It's Billy Preston. Oh boy. Oh, Preston! Only luckily loses only one lap, but this is going to have major championship implications. Lemmy Koopa is in 15th. This could be very interesting, though, if Koopa can get up here and get around AJ Jones. This is right as it stands right now. It's a great points day for AJ Jones, but it keeps getting better and better. It seems. His nearest competition is a lap down. His next nearest is still 10 spots back. His next nearest is back in 28th. That's another 15 spots back. And his next is out of the race. And then All Might is his next competition, and he's towards the back. Sinatra is kind of towards the back. Cosgrove isn't having... Oh, she's kind of up here. The highest driver in points that's running in the top 5, that's ahead of AJ Jones, is 9th in points, over 2 whole races back, 295. Probably wouldn't even get to the within, not even close. You'd probably need to get towards the 270 range, I think. But it's this guy right here, rookie Larry Hagan. He's trying to work through lap traffic. Dwayne Johnson is up here. Gatlin Downey. There's Tom Clancy. Weird Al has put All Might a lap down. Alex Beniaco is... not really lost his lap, really. He was on the inside. What Billy Preston needs is another yellow to at least contend with these guys. An All Might, an Alex Beniaco. A Tommy Chong. Well, he can contend with a Tommy Chong. Martin Freeman would be the next driver to go a lap down. Meanwhile, AJ Jones has cracked the top 5, got by Larry Hagan. So the next driver points that's still ahead of him on track is your second place driver, Tom Clancy, and he's all the way down in 16th in points. Two and a half races back. We're nearing halfway in what has been a clean but relatively clean and hectic race. As All Might gets his lap back. Oh, this is big. Only one car. One lap car stands between Weird Al Yankovic and getting challenged by the rest of the top 28. And that is Alex Beniaco. In other words, the next lap car is this one right here. Now it's going to be the top 29. Lin-Manuel Miranda's by. Halleck's going to get by. Billy Preston going to try to make an all-important pass. This is for position between the 16 and the 36. Andre the Giant on by. Oh, here comes All Might. It's going to be a battle for position between two drivers a lap down in front of the rest of the field. Weird Al on the inside. He's going to get by the Chong of the Thomas variety. Try to chase down Martin. Ooh! Tank slapping going on through turn one. Gatlin Downey has worked his way up into the second slot. He is trying to put his Ford, his Hulk Sport Racing Ford around the Rush Fender Racing Ford of Alex Beniaco so he can try and chase down the Woodpecker Racing Ford of Weird Al Yankovic. Dwayne Johnson the third. A.J. Jones. No, my bad. Weird Al is actually ahead of Tom Hanks, Tom Clancy in points. Hagan working on 2 straight top 5s. Got a 4th place last weekend as we are past this halfway point. We wonder if these drivers are going to still have to pit. It will be very interesting if they do. I was going to say the field's getting strung out, but they're getting backed up by this 36. So you can see there's a big gap as the 21. Oh, I saw Beniaco with a look. Downey would like the 6 to get out of the way so he could just challenge Weird Al. You gotta wonder if he's holding him up. Because he was 2/10 faster. No, Beniaco's just getting runs at the most interesting times. He was actually faster than Weird Al. Weird Al faster than Gatlin Downey. Has Weird Al ever won? I don't know if he has. I don't think he won last year. No, he didn't win last year. The master of parodies now. Just 30 laps away. Gonna be 29 soon. Billy Preston doing a masterful job staying just 1 lap down. In case we do get a yellow, which is looking more and more unto the likely. Weird Al really trying to... Whoa! Oh, look at this! Weird Al. Gatlin Downey trying to use the bumper to get back to the inside of the 6, but Beniaco. The Rock is there. Andre the Giant is all over the front of that 21. And Peter Onjek still can't even run in the top 20. I hate to see it. Beniaco keeps trying to take shots at the 21. Which is helping the 98 get close, but Beniaco can't really get underneath. As Weird Al now going to try to go to the outside of... Oh! Beniaco sent Weird Al up the hill, but Weird Al got a great run out of that. So easily. Is Downey going to try the outside? That almost seems like what he's going to have to do. You can definitely pass here, as evidenced by the existence of this. Oh, Weird Al's going to try and get around. Downey's to the outside. He can't get it done. I don't think Downey has the truck. I do not think he does. Dwayne Johnson probably doesn't. Oh, A.J. Jones does. Oh, Downey just muscled his way by the 6 of Alex Biniaco. Which means now he's got to get around the 30 of Andre the Giant because he spent 7 years. And he sails right by. No problem. So, the 6 of Biniaco holding up a fellow factory manufacturer mate. As we have only 20 laps to go. Oh, Downey. They looked like they were touching there. They were. Back to the front. Now Meatloaf all over the back of Downey. Is Downey trying? No, he's going to get set up. No, here comes Biniaco again. What are you doing? Now, traffic giving A.J. Jones some problems, although Meatloaf isn't posing that. Noah Kim's running good. That's good. He has been really impressive this year in his limited starts. Back up at the front, we love to watch the rest of the field as well because there's been some thrilling battles. But we got a big one for the lead. Weird Al now trying to put Tommy Chong in between Downey and himself. It's not working. That ain't working. That's not the way you do it. And you're not going to get your guitar or your MTV. That's a song Weird Al parodied. Oh, Downey did not have a good run through there. 15 to go, and Weird Al opens up his gap from about an 1/8 to a second, about just over a 1/10 to 7/10. Now this time by, we can see a 1/10.5 he just chops off. Oh, look at this nest of cars. Look at this. Hagen's up to 3rd. A.J. Jones has worked his way to 4th. Where is Lemmy Koopa? Stuck on the outside near the top 10, though. If he can get unstuck from the outside, we could have a points race on our hands. Next time out, I believe, is Richmond. I can double check that as we come to just 11 laps left here. Yes, indeed, next week in the Aflac 200. As Weird Al suddenly has got nothing but clear racetrack. And I can probably tell you why, because there's Chong. Oh, great. Chong is holding up the 50. This could be interesting as this is really helping A.J. Jones, a fellow Toyota. Meanwhile, coming the 8 to go. Downey got to keep the pressure on the world's most famous accordion player if he wants a chance at this. Or Weird Al just has to hit lap traffic and he's going to, it's going to bunch everybody up. Look at this. Less than a truck length of separation between the 21 and the 98. 7 to go. Downey almost took a shot to the rear bumper. Oh, we got a wreck. Everybody gets around. Caution is out. Are we going to have time for a one-lap shootout? I think Weird Al's going to win this race. This might end under yellow. And figures it would be the slow as molasses 36 truck. It is Maurice White doing everybody a favor by trying to put him out take him out behind the barn and put him down old Yeller style. Whoa. Be very Of course, now that freaking the caution comes out for like Billy Preston, it's not when he needs it because it's going to be a oh yeah, it will be a single file restart. And there's several. Oh yeah, and Preston got lapped anyway. So he's 2 laps now. He didn't have a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lapped cars in between the top 2 and the rest of these drivers that would be fighting if we go back green. We'll see. Weird Al could be less than 2 miles away from the finish. Less than a mile, and we're about a mile and 5/8 now, coming out of 4 at the line. Just over a mile and a little over a mile and a half. We'll have at max a 1 lap dash to settle things out here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. As this race has gone by incredibly quick. We're Al hoping that the pace car lights stay on for 1 more lap. This will tell the tale. When we cross the finish line, we're going to be just over a mile to the finish. Do the lights go out or not? Pace car lights are off. We will have a 1 lap dash. This is for all the marbles. We're Al Yankovic. Gatlin down. Neither of these drivers have won before. One of these drivers looking for some team stability-ish after Crowbar Racing folded despite winning a race. The other a rookie just trying to get his feet wet. Which one of these drivers is going to be going to victory lane for the first time in their career? 1 lap to go in the UPS 250 off of turn 4. Green flag is out. A terrible restart for Weird Al. Gatlin Downey is there going into 1. He's going to easily clear. Oh, Weird Al has just thrown it away. Gatlin Downey through 3 and 4, uncontested, and is gonna win here at Bristol. Battle for 3rd is going to be AJ Jones. What happened to Larry Hagan? He pitted right at the end. What? What happened to the 8? What happened to the 8? What happened to the 8? Where'd he go? 23rd. Did they run? Did he just freaking pull a freaking Mark Martin? Yeah, he just pitted. He pitted and retired from existence. Clancy. What on earth are those finishing results? AJ Jones had a huge points day. That's not what anybody needed at all. Eight races to go now, I want to say. AJ Jones is looking like the driver to beat, looking like he's going to repeat. Gatlin Downey, a race winner. Lemmy Koopa salvaged an 11th. So our points battle isn't going to be completely non-existent. So we had into Richmond. Lemmy Koopa, I think, did he win there? He might have won there earlier in the year. He did really darn good at Richmond, I'm pretty sure. Our next two races this weekend are going to come from you right here, no, not right now, but right under the lights. Ankrum continues his season of nightmares. Noah Kim continues a standout part-time campaign. Buddy Lazier earns the Heartache Award. Yep, 87 points. I thought it was going to be over a 90-point gap. I had my math wrong. Billy Preston, just almost as quickly. He's even farther back than you. Billy Preston, yeah, look at that. Look at how dominant this is. It's completely, although Weird Al keeps up this hot hand. A top 5 and another top 10. Look at this. We have a good barn burner of a part-time battle. Noah Kim just consistently in the top 10 outside the top 5, whereas Lennon is consistently in the top 5, but yeah, a little bit more flashier, but Noah Kim's put together some really good runs. He did all right at Myrtle Beach, but yeah, coincidentally, it's all been short tracks due to how the scheduling has been. Of course, is mainly short, but he did run great at Iowa, and he's ran great at Bristol. At the rate he's making starts, you probably won't start. He's probably going to make his next start in, I want to say, New Hampshire? In the Mobile One. What is that? The Mobile One 200? Yeah, I think so. That'll be a real test. No, look at all those R's. Onjack actually moves up in points. You love to see it. Eves falls one spot. All Might's bad race means that Larry Hagan, despite throwing away a ton of points, literally threw away about 60 of them, would have been in third in points. And instead is a lot. He would have gained 6. He loses 2. But because of how we do Rookie of the Year here, because we are lazy and don't do the old style, that means Larry Hagan is now in the lead in Rookie of the Year points, only by 11, but still. Anyways, this was some exciting truck action. We hope to see you next time when cool things happen, wherever they happen next time. And yeah, have a good till later.